go to Jason. Jason is next up on PTL. Hello, Jason.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Hey, good. What's on your mind?
I just been watching you, man, and I watch. Maybe it's not enough as much as I should, but I just want to say a few things. I'm here in Orange County, California. I served in the Marine Corps to get my college degree because my parents didn't have any money. I'm originally from Wisconsin. Orange County, California was actually deep red until Trump showed up, and a lot of the Rock Rib Republicans are kind of disgusted. So now it's kind of a purple area. But I just want to give you a commendation or a thumbs up on the way you treated that guy that came in with those conspiracy theories, because, I voted Republican my whole life until Trump showed up. And like this weird dystopia that we're in, where these people are like, they used to say, facts don't care about your feelings and all this other stuff. But now when facts come to them, all of a sudden their feelings get hurt. Or if the shoe was on their foot and you were like somebody was spewing these insane conspiracy theories that had been debunked like years ago, like they would be way more mean, and they would be trashing you and trashing everybody and calling MAGAs freaks, or I'm sorry, Dems freaks and weirdos, all this other shit. And yet when they do it and then you tell them like, dude, you're a dumbass, he gets all butthurt and is like, why are you being mean to me? Do your own research. And it's like, well, you made it's just, we
Jason,
can't, the only way to defeat this stuff is just to mock them and make fun of them.
I agree.
The only thing
I agree. So, Jason,
respond to.
This is important to say, Jason. First of all, thank you for your service. You're a hero. And, it was Donald Trump. And by the way, I don't care whether you're a Republican. You sound like a really smart guy, and you obviously have a moral compass, and I appreciate you. But whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, as much as I despise Ron DeSantis and J.D. Vance, I would never crap on their military service. He called people like you suckers and losers. He said he didn't respect John McCain because he was captured.
When he made that comment about John McCain, I was out right away because I love John McCain.
Right. He's a hero. John McCain was a hero. And I ask myself, Jason, and I don't know if you've talked to fellow service members, how could any brave man or woman who served in the military, who served, support Donald Trump? Like, I just don't understand it, Jason. I don't get it.
They make excuses. I know I have a lot of Marine Corps friends that are MAGA, and they pretend, they like go around it, they ignore it. They're like, well, he's doing everything I wanted, and I'm like, no, he's not. And I give them facts, and they skirt around it. And the problem our country is in now is we used to have an agreed set of facts, and then we would debate how to correct those facts, whether it be left leaning or right leaning or somewhere in the center, and then we come up with an idea and fix it. But now there is no agreed upon facts. They're just being fed bullshit. And so you can't even have a proper debate, and you can't even solve the problem because they're not even getting the truth.
And here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. Guy calls in the show today and he says he believes in Pizzagate. How can you have a conversation with somebody like that?
That was the guy that made me call you. Was that shit.
I can't have a serious conversation. I can't have, watch the language, my friend. Can't have a serious conversation. That's okay. Can't have a serious conversation with somebody who believes in Pizzagate. I can't have a serious conversation with somebody who says Trump won the 2020 election. You can't. You can't have a serious conversation. Now, if somebody wants to call in and they want to have policy conversations, or they think Trump's doing a great job on immigration, and fine, I'll have a conversation with them, even though I'll disagree. But when someone believes in Pizzagate, a conspiracy theory that moron Jack Posobiec started, by the way, people's lives were in jeopardy because of that conspiracy theory that was completely debunked. There was no basement in Pizzagate where they had pedophiles in there, where the Clintons were involved. I mean, it's just bat, what crazy stuff. And the fact that there are people, the fact that people out there believe it, they're just lost. You can't talk to these people. They're lost, Jason.
Yeah, well, the problem is now is we have people in Congress that are spreading conspiracy theories. So if the guys making our laws that are in charge of fixing the problems of the country, because our country is, never perfect, it's always trying to improve. How are we going to improve this country if we have a large majority in Congress that are like spreading lies about it?
I'm wondering, Jason, somebody like you that risked your life for this country, which I will always have a tremendous amount of respect for. How do you feel the fact that there are people in this country that are not getting due process, that Donald Trump is above the law, and the Supreme Court has given him immunity. And it appears as though, to me at least, our democracy is in jeopardy. As someone like yourself, who I'm sure takes all of those topics very seriously, you risked your life for this country. How does that make you feel to know that?
Well, that's the other great hypocrisy that I get from my MAGA Marine friends, is that they say that all the corrupt politicians should be rooted out of government and drain the swamp, and they should all be held to the highest, they should be punished more than anyone because we put our trust in them. But then when Donald Trump gets indicted for the classified docs, for the coup, for fraud, for all this stuff, they go, oh no, weaponization of the DOJ. He should have immunity. He should be off. So it's just like this constant double speak, like hypocrisy. The only way I can describe it is a cult. I mean, because you can't say all politicians should be held accountable and nobody's above the law. But then when Dear Leader gets indicted with facts, like I sent them the indictments. I'm like, dude, the coup case is very strong. But if anything else, the classified docs case is airtight.
He defied a subpoena for a year. Jason, here's the bottom line, and I agree with everything.
And he lied. Yep. And he lied.
And he lied.
A few
yep. They're more, listen, like MAGA Republicans are more upset at Hunter Biden selling his artwork than Donald Trump raping a woman. How can you have a conversation with these people? They're more upset at Hunter Biden.
No. Don't even use the rape thing. They're more mad about Hunter Biden, who was not in government, selling some paintings, than they are about Trump launching a freaking meme coin and cashing in from anonymous people through crypto, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, no, you're right. Jason, I appreciate
the crypto. Go ahead. Crypto thing is probably like one of the biggest things that
it's a Ponzi scheme.
Obviously now
it's a multi-billion-dollar Ponzi scheme.
Well, he promised to release. Yeah, it's a huge Ponzi, and he promised to release the Epstein files. Everyone did. Then this weekend he says, "Oh, never mind. The Epstein files are fake, so MAGA should stop asking about it." And it was all created by Obama. If they're fake, then release them, and then show how corrupt Obama and Hillary or whatever, who else he put in that post.
He won't do that. You know why? You know why he won't do that? Because he's in the files. That's why. I guarantee you.
Well, exactly. He's like a 5-year-old. Like he thinks that his base is stupid, and a lot of them aren't buying it. But like, really, you think we're gonna buy that? Like, you think
his base
are that stupid?
I'm glad you're not in his base, Jason. I appreciate your service, and you sound like a really smart guy too. And I'm proud that people like you listen to the show. Please call back again soon, okay, brother? I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll do that, man. Keep it the good work.
Thanks, Jason. Great phone call, my friend. And I love that there are people out there like Jason who are listening. Proud of that. Obviously, someone who served, who is a lifelong Republican, it sounds like, but refused to support Donald Trump. Gosh, I have so much respect for him.